Greetings. Our plant of the week is St. John's Wort. And St. John's Wort is a plant of the sun. So keywords for this plant would be feeding our inner sunshine, a powerful plant that can ignite the light within our spirits, uplift us when we're feeling down, low, overwhelmed, exhausted, depleted, when our nervous systems are shot and we're feeling really depressed. It's a really beautiful plant to have in our lives, especially around the summer solstice. It is a plant of the summertime, of the summer solstice. Hypericum is in the Hypericaceae family, and energetically it is warming and drying and a little sweet and a little bitter, and it has many actions. So this is cedar. Hi, cedar. It has many actions. It is primarily a nervine, so a tropho-restorative for the nervous system, meaning that it's nourishing, it's rejuvenating, it's replenishing, it's supporting healing damaged, depleted, inflamed, irritated nerve tissue. It's also extremely anti-inflammatory and antidepressant. It is a diuretic, meaning that it's flushing excess fluids out of the body. And it is also very antiviral. It is a vulnerary, meaning that it's healing and treating wounds. An anxiolytic, meaning that it is helping to prevent or calm anxiety. And it is also a great disinfectant, a relaxant, and a hepatoprotective, meaning that it helps to protect and support the liver, as well as an anodyne, which means it's a pain reliever. So this is a stimulating plant, and it does have some contraindications with some pharmaceuticals, so it's important to check with your physician if you're going to use St. John's Wort and you're on pharmaceutical medications, as well as it has, in some small percentage of people, some photosensitivity or rosacea as side effects, so that's important to also know. The parts that we use are the flowering tips, the flowering top, so the flower, the leaf, and the stem, as well as the preparations are primarily three: as a tea, a tincture, or an herbal oil. And the herbal oil is really the most popular method of using St. John's Wort, because when it is infused into a mild oil like sunflower or safflower, it makes an incredible red, bright red herbal oil that you can then use as a sunscreen, to treat sunburn, for pain, and for massage. So it's really worth, if you have a patch of St. John's Wort growing or you find some in the wild, respectfully harvest and make a beautiful oil. It's very special, especially if you can do it around the summer solstice. So some primary indications of St. John's Wort, or for St. John's Wort, would be joint, muscle, tooth, and nerve afflictions. Examples of these would be sciatica, neuralgia, pinched nerves or injuries. So if you can think, if you've ever experienced, or you know someone who's experienced that sharp nerve pain, that tooth pain that's very specific, or that sciatic pain, that sharp pain that's running down the back, the lower back, and the back of the legs, that would be St. John's Wort could be indicated for that. Or chronic inflammatory states with poor digestion together. Depleted liver function, constipation, nervous tummy, where you get upset and your tummy hurts or aches, also St. John's Wort, or could be. And then emotionally and mentally, some indications would be depression, anxiety, seasonal affective disorder, as well as it can be very supportive for ADHD in children and adults. Topically, we would look to this plant for skin lesions, wound protection and healing, in acne, rashes. The oil then can be used really effectively topically. There are also indications for female reproductive and hormonal affliction, hypothyroidism, and general sluggishness of the body. Some other herbs that you could pair well with St. John's Wort could be echinacea, ashwagandha, goji berry, rose, lavender, and rosemary could be, or any of the mint family could all be really nice for a cooling formula for someone who's got a lot of heat in their system. For someone who's cooler, on the cooler side, maybe you could pair St. John's wort with clove, anise, or cinnamon for a more warming formula. Arnica topically can be a nice pair, as well as comfrey, elderberry, or mullein flower. Those are all wonderful combinations with St. John's wort. And then as far as the flower essence is concerned, or more of an energetic understanding of this plant, Hypericum really refers, the word Hypericum refers to the exalted status of solar brilliance at high summer. And perforatum refers to the abundant oil glands that perforate the leaves and the flowers. So the plant has a very strong aromatic quality. And plants that are endowed with strong oil-bearing forces are uniquely able to hold the warmth of the light, the warmth of the sun, warmth and light. So depression and cold afflictions of the nervous system, this is a superior plant to turn to. It has highly protective quality. It helps the soul anchor a network of radiant light that acts as a psychic shield for us, as well as it helps our soul to encounter darkness and gives protection from negative spiritual entities, especially during sleep. So if you're a person who experiences nightmares, night terrors, any type of negative experiences, or discomfort during your sleep around emotional and mental aspects of your experience, St. John's wort is very protective. It's also anchoring the spiritual sun as a source within rather than outside the self. So really giving you that light within to uplift. And a beautiful practice could be a nighttime bath or a massage with the oil before bedtime, or using the flower essence before bedtime. These can be also all highly beneficial for folks who are needing more protection during their sleep. A dream affirmation for St. John's wort is, "My spirit self is a being of pure light. A shield of radiant light protects me as I travel in starry worlds. I learn to trust my own inner light. The sun is shining in my soul." Positive qualities of St. John's wort: illumined consciousness, light-filled awareness, and solar strength. And patterns of imbalance, and this is all for the flower essence still: psychic and physical vulnerability, fearful or negative dreams, and for folks who are lacking contact with the spiritual world or the spirit world. So St. John's wort is a really special plant, a little bit less likely to find this growing wild in the East Bay where we live, but definitely available in people's gardens. And if you travel just a little bit further north, you can find it in the wild, especially around this high summertime. And I really do encourage you to work with it, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Have a great weekend.